kind of rude you got back to the camera.
It's okay. They just don't get to see my face.
That's probably a gift to them. Today, we're making an amazing camp comfort food. That's right, a Cajun elk meatloaf.
We tried to eat as little MSG as possible.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell.
Don't eat at, what's that chicken place?
Now let's get cooking. There's a lot of haters for that. We need one of those little fly sweaters.
Spinny thingies?
Yeah.
Oh, am I on this side?
No. You think I'm gonna let you be in charge of mixing the meatloaf? Yeah, calm down there. All right, Cajun meatloaf. Where did we get this recipe? Out of this old head.
Yeah,
that's right.
Out of the roots from these jeans.
What? It was. Found some awesome elk. And one of my favorite recipes, or one of my favorite meatloafs of all time, was when I was living in Alaska, going to Land's End. They had this elk meatloaf. They still have it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, it is so good. So if you're in Homer, Alaska, go to Land's End and check out their meatloaf.
Who knew there was meatloaf in Alaska?
Yeah, but it was elk. There's lots of elk up there.
I'm surprised we have elk here.
So was I. That's why I got it. Luckily, it was frozen, but
yeah.
Hey, it's a good lean meat if you can find it. If not, just sub it with good old like a lean beef.
Yeah. But, or you probably could do deer.
Well, yeah, if you had some venison or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Go ahead and
go ahead.
this locked in.
We're gonna first cook down our Trinity. And we know that's our onion, celery, and bell pepper, and we're using green bell pepper because I kind of like the traditional of the green bell pepper. Yeah. With the meatloaf and a little garlic. You know, it's funny they say it's a Trinity, but almost 100% of the time it's with the garlic. It's like garlic gets forgot. It's like, I don't care about your garlic.
Maybe originally it was only the celery, onion, and pepper.
But nowadays, garlic is a must.
Yeah. Well, garlic is just such a good flavor. How can you not use it? It's crazy. And
now our special ingredient that I was excited and what really influenced me to develop this recipe is this is a raw andouille sausage I found.
Now that's crazy. You don't just want to take a bite of that.
No. So it hasn't been cut. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the casing off because we don't need it. We want what's inside of it. And that's easy. You just take it down and just cut it right off.
Look at that. It's like peeling a snake.
Yeah. There we go.
Or skinning a snake. I don't know if you call it peeling.
And just throw that away.
I'm gonna add our quad Trinity.
And also, if you can't find like this andouille, just get some either pork, just plain pork sausage, or just a ground pork on the fatty side, at least 80-20. And then just add some Cajun seasoning, like the Tony's No Salt, and then you can mix it up. So really, we're using this andouille to kind of help season our meatloaf. And so I'm just gonna break this up and I don't want to overwork the meat, so we're just gonna kind of crumble it together, getting it there.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be chewy.
Yes, I want it to come together.
But you do want it to be mixed, so.
Yes.
There's a fine line there.
And we're gonna be adding everything else to it, but I kind of want to get the sausage and the elk meat mixed up together.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And don't I need to add like a table or a teaspoon or so of the Cajun seasoning?
Yeah, just grab, we're using Slap Yo Mama. That's right, she's been naughty. No. I just find that's a really good, simple one. Some of them have MSG and other things, and
we tried to eat as little MSG as possible. And if you're on that same train, don't eat at, what's that chicken place?
You're gonna get a lot of haters for that.
Yeah, you are. I can't remember the name, honestly.
Look it up, you'll find out.
Yeah, there's a major chicken place that...
No, someone say it's God's chicken.
Exactly.
Well,
okay.
Well, we're going to just sweat those down.
Yeah, which we're pretty close, just trying to get them translucent,
and
right?
we use a half cup of each of onion and celery, so it's equal proportions.
But not garlic. We didn't do a half a cup of garlic.
Oh, man. No.
I mean, we could have.
We did about a tablespoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to look good. And so we got our nice cast iron and that we messed up and got all rusted. And
That's
then we
right.
fixed it.
This is one from our history
Yes,
of
cast iron.
how to clean a cast iron or restore.
That's right.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Well, while you're working on that, I'm gonna go ahead and add the other
Ingredients. Cool.
So I got 2 farm fresh eggs that I'm just go ahead and lightly beaten.
Farm fresh.
Yes. I don't know if we said we're using a pound and a pound. So we have a pound of elk and a pound of andouille.
Beautiful.
And usually I like to do 1 egg per pound when I'm making meatloaf.
That's a good proportion.
That's not every time, but that's kind of my general ratio.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to take some Worcestershire. Oh, sorry, Fat Larry. Got a little dog down here today.
Yeah, that's right. We're still watching a dog.
Yeah.
Dog sitting.
We've been having some horrible storms coming through.
Yeah, we have.
We lost power at 3 a.m. Oh man, we're lucky because there are still people that have no power.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Some people aren't expected to get power back for a while.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. Good thing we have a generator.
That's right. We do.
All right, and then also, on that note, I'm gonna spice things up with about a tablespoon of Louisiana. I chose Louisiana for this recipe because I like the flavor of Louisiana. I would say Tabasco is a little too vinegary
Yeah.
for it, and Crystal's, it just isn't as spicy. I wanted it a little more spice.
Yeah.
Crystal's got great flavor, but it's not on the spicy end, so we chose Louisiana. Remember, like, I like to pair my hot sauces. They're all different, so there's no wrong.
There's not a hot sauce that you would use for every single occasion.
Yes, exactly.
A Cajun.
Mix it up, spice it up. Different ones.
Did you hear me? A Cajun.
Oh my goodness. I didn't want to hear you. And we're gonna eyeball a 1/4 cup of ketchup.
It's probably 2 tablespoons.
No, it's deep in the well, man.
You ready for this?
Your friends are annoying me.
Y'all
Tell
ready
them to
for this?
fly off.
Dun-dun-dun.
All right, then.
Ah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's really hot. I'm gonna, instead of getting so thick on here.
We got a cup of
There we go.
breadcrumbs and just a can. What is this? A 5-ounce can.
Of evaporated milk.
So there we go. Make sure you shake it before.
That's
you
right.
open it.
Before you put the holes in it. Because if you shake it after,
You're gonna get a little messy.
yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. I almost got it all out.
All that goodness.
Yeah. Butter, believe it.
Yeah, and that butter is good butter. All right, see, and this is simple. This is just a simple meatloaf, and I know if you're in your RV or you're at home or
At the campsite?
yes, it's easy to make, and there are techniques to cook a loaf over an open fire,
Yes.
or you can have a cool camp oven like the one we have up there.
Yeah, a little Coleman oven is actually probably one of the best ovens that we've had.
And we've done quiches, loaves, breads, muffins.
Cobblers.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
love that little thing. Just goes on. You can sit on top of one of those, and that's your heat source.
Yep.
All right, now we're just gonna
Get
messy.
mixing.
Just gonna take this and get it all nice and incorporated. See, that's about it. It's incorporated now.
Boom.
Now, if you would
Yeah, I'll help you.
mind,
I'll pick this up. We can get this over
now,
here.
you don't have to have a loaf pan, but I like to shape it in a loaf pan. You could throw it on, but it's a lot easier if you do this. So we're just gonna throw it in there loosely. Get all our goodness.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any of that.
There we go.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? There's still something right there. Boom. There we go.
And I'm just gonna tuck this guy all in. It's a little warm right now, so we're gonna let this rest in the fridge or your cooler for about 15 minutes, and then we'll turn it out.
Just to kind of harden it back up.
So we'll be right back. We got our loaf out of the fridge. We let it set up just a little bit because it was a little warm out here. And now we're just gonna hopefully.
Should come right out.
There we go.
Look at that. And it's a that's gonna bake nicely. That's gonna look cool.
Right. And so that's why we use the loaf pan. We don't want to bake it. We're not making a pate.
Yeah, exactly.
So Otherwise, you'd have to be drained. It'll get full of fat.
Yeah, and it's just,
And
some
it won't
people
create
do
a
it.
little crust.
Yeah, some people bake them in those dishes, but we don't.
Yeah, you don't have to. So, I'm not with this one, I don't think.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to take a probe thermometer because timing can always vary depending on ovens, and so we like to trust this.
That's right.
Is because we're going to want to get it to a certain temp at about 155, and then we're going to pull it out and let it rest.
Yep.
For about 10-15 minutes, and that will bring it up into the safe zone.
Exactly.
We don't want to like wait till 165 and pull it out, and then it's going to keep cooking. It's just going to overcook.
Exactly.
And no one wants overcooked meatloaf.
Because when you rest your meat, it still is cooking.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, it's still hot, and it's. So we're going to use the probe, and I'm going to guesstimate for this size. Now remember, when you're probing your meat, you don't want to go all the way down. You want to try to get it right in the center. Because that's where you want to know the temperature, because the sides and stuff will cook a little faster, so we want to know the temperature of the center.
And you don't only mean the center this way, you also mean the center this way.
Because you don't want your probe to hit in the bottom of the thing. You're never going to get an accurate reading. So show kind of the angle.
Yeah.
See that hits it right.
Right about the center.
Oh, that's going to be a good loaf.
Yeah, it is.
And so I'm going to guesstimate this is probably going to take about an hour to an hour and a half, because we're going to do it on a low and slow instead of a fast.
Yep.
Because we don't want the meat to, when we cook it too fast,
It'll shrink quick.
really quick. We want everything to be one unified, beautiful
Piece.
loaf.
Yep, exactly.
Right to the oven. Boom. Flipped it on that side.
Yeah. Ah, that looks good.
All right. Make sure our probe is good. Shut the oven. Now we got it in. It's 70 degrees. Now we'll set a timer. And I'm gonna set a timer for about 45 minutes, just so I can come check the temperature, and then we'll keep adjusting from there. But when we get back, we'll be pulling it out and then letting it rest. And we'll be making an awesome Cajun gravy instead of a ketchup-based sauce.
Yes, so that's gonna be good.
So we'll see you in a minute. The timer has gone off.
It did.
Actually let it start resting, and we shut it off at 155, and that took about
Pretty much
1 hour.
Pretty much exactly an hour.
So that's, but you want to keep it, you know, kind of watch it.
Yeah, you definitely want to watch it, because even the different times of years, our oven takes different times. So
Yeah, so everybody's oven is a little bit different. That's why we recommend the probe thermometer, and you should always have one. It's the best way. I mean, come on, that's how you get perfect every time.
But yeah.
And even just resting right now, it's already at the perfect temperature. So we're going to go ahead and make our little sauce right here.
Uh-huh.
Our Cajun gravy.
Our Cajun gravy.
I'll go ahead and grab you some flour.
I appreciate it. Get some butter melting. Butter.
Better believe it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, once you got your butter melted, you add your flour. You mix the flour in, you know, you don't want to just leave it in one little spot.
As I just dump it all in one time.
I know. I was like,
All right.
Cool.
That's simple. Now he's going to cook that. While you're doing that, I'm going to pull out that awesome Cajun loaf. Now we're going to... It's hot. Oh, this thing is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and pull the probe out.
And actually, while I'm cooking this, I'm going to go ahead and add some stuff to my...
Look at that.
Ooh.
I mean, that is about as perfect as perfect can be.
Yes, it is.
Oh, someone might say it's me.
Yeah.
No, it's not broken up and...
That's funny.
All right, while you're doing that, and yes, and the reason he's adding the seasoning, we've got the Tony's No Salt, because we're just using a canned beef broth, 2 cups, or just one big can, and that has enough salt in it. And if we need to, we'll adjust the salt.
Yeah.
But we want the kind of the Cajun flavor, so I love this Tony No Salt. Don't love those flies.
No.
And then we're gonna put a little more Louisiana and some Worcestershire in, and you want to put it in with separate things so you can mix it all up, so you can add it to your roux, and it'll be all
exactly
jamma jamma.
You'll have a nice cohesive sauce.
And of course, what goes great with meatloaf, we got some mashed potatoes and some sauteed green beans. There you go, man. Now let me get a nice little knife. Oh, that's going to be good.
Yes, it is.
I'm so excited. This is like comfort food.
Get this on high heat, and then we're gonna bring this up, get it nice and thick.
Yeah, it'll take about a minute or two. While he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and slice a little. I don't know why
Yeah.
a spoon.
I'm gonna go ahead and slice this with a spoon.
Look at that, staying nice and together. Look at there.
Ooh, that's beautiful, dude.
Great consistency. It's like it's all one. If you can kind of see, it's not all crumbly like how some meatloaves, if you cook them too hot and too fast, they'll get crumbly and just fall apart. Oh, it's got nice little spice, flavor.
That's really good.
You're gonna want to try this recipe. I don't know.
Seriously, holy cow, that's really good.
That is. And we don't even have the sauce or anything.
No, we don't.
Wow.
That's got amazing flavor, dude.
That is a winner. That's the only way I'm gonna be making meatloaf from now on.
Wow, it does, and it's got like that kind of heat where it's like
It's
like right at the end and at the back. It's not like super forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's not extreme heat. So even if you had kids or someone who doesn't like super hot, it's just a nice subtle.
Yeah.
Now I'll cut you up some. Man, okay, that is good. So distracting because it's so
I know.
darn good.
We're just gonna pour this over the top, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna soak it. All right, we're gonna give this a nice little try.
Yeah, let's try that gravy. Is it good?
Yeah, that's a nice little gravy. That would go great with this. With the flavor of this, it's gonna be good. Now you could do your traditional ketchup and add a little more sweet to it if you wanted to. Just mix a little ketchup, maybe some Louisiana,
Yeah.
a little brown sugar, glaze it,
And
last
you'd be
little
good to
bit.
go.
But I like a little nice little brown gravy.
Yeah, me too. You're just gonna use the spoon, that works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put
Ooh,
it on top.
look at that, dude. And looking at that, you would not really expect the flavors that has,
Oh no, look at that.
which is a good thing. It's kind of like a, ooh.
That is beautiful. That is
Wow.
a meatloaf to be proud of.
Yes.
I'm telling you
Now
what.
let's do the official taste test.
Huh, you want to do an official taste test?
Yes.
You didn't like the unofficial taste test?
No, I liked it.
I love the low and slow process. It cuts beautifully. It's not crumbling apart.
It's like an actual loaf.
Yeah, that's a lot of problems with so many meatloaves is they just, well, when you get them and you cook them hot and fast, they just come to basically like a hamburger steak. A little extra sauce.
Yeah.
It's a big plate for a little piece of meatloaf.
It is, but
Here,
that's
I'll
fine.
match your potatoes with it too.
That's hilarious.
There's your taste test. Oh, wait.
That's right.
There you go.
And we just gotta have at least one onion. We should do our picture like that.
All right, you can be the official taster.
Okay,
The whole thing.
let's do it. So we're gonna get some of that. Should I get some potato and
Why
some?
not? Of course. We want potatoes.
That's
Oh,
right.
goodness.
Potato on top, a singular green bean and an onion.
All right. Well, let's taste it. I know, even the flies want it. That's how good it is. How is that?
That is awesome.
That is one of the best meatloafs I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that's really good.
I love the elk because it's a little
Yeah.
leaner.
Yeah,
Added with that sausage, it gives so much flavor.
I know. I'm
Cool.
trying to.
But as you saw in the pan, a lot of meatloafs you use, people use that 80-20 or even higher, and it's like full of grease.
Full of grease.
There's hardly any.
Yeah, there's almost none actually.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's as much fat that came off.
That's like a teaspoon.
That's perfect.
That is.
Guys, I recommend everybody try this. This is delicious. It's easy. It's a little different than your traditional. But man, is this a comfort food no matter where you eat it.
This is, to explain what this tastes like, it's like if you went to Louisiana, like New Orleans, and you ordered meatloaf, that's what you would think this would taste like.
And that's what it is.
It is, and it's delicious.
All right, well, we're gonna finish this and make some nice big plates for our lunch. So remember, keep camping and keep cooking.
Yeah.